On location, you know where that is.
Delighted to be seeing you out here members this afternoon. We say thank you so very much for your time, your sacrifice, and of course, for being with us for
Hero circle.
published on February 2, 2018, written by Christopher Thomas. He's Assistant Commissioner of Police. Let's go again. In a later article published February 2, 2018, written by Christopher Thomas, Assistant Commissioner of Police Stephen McGregor was quoted as saying 90% of all murders committed in Jamaica since 2005 were done by young people. This he said while addressing grade 11 students at an empowerment seminar in St. James. Now, young people make up 90% of those killed in our country for the last 13 years. And upwards of 90% of those doing the killings are young people, he stated. He further adds that the killings are done by youngsters in the same bracket, 15 to 17, as the grade 11 students who are eager to prove themselves to older gang members that they can make doping kill people too. Ladies and gentlemen, for the past decade or even more, we have been losing our young people to crime and violence. Consider for the last decade that we've lost thousands to the grave and incarceration. It is alarming statistics like these and others that have brought us here this afternoon to launch the Instruments for Change initiative. We, the Seventh-day Adventist Church community, we recognize that our country is on the verge of a moral collapse and an unnatural social epidemic marked by violent crimes and antisocial behaviors, of which young people are among the main perpetrators. The East Jamaica Conference provides leadership to 105 churches within the parishes Kingston, St. Andrew, and St. Thomas. On record, our membership stands at approximately 70,000, and approximately 50% of that figure is comprised of youth between the ages of 16 and 35. As a church community of approximately 70,000, the East Jamaica Conference is committed to nation building, and we believe that music can play a critical role in crime reduction and social reform, which leads us to the two main purposes for this afternoon's initiative. Objective number one, to provide for you an overview of the Instruments for Change initiative, and two, to launch the Good Samaritan Inn School of Music. So, what is the Instruments for Change initiative? The Instruments for Change initiative is the certified flagship music education program organized by the music department of the Seventh-day Adventist Church in Eastern Jamaica to teach members of our community both internal and external music education courses. The program will utilize a combination of music theory combined with practical lessons, utilizing a variety of instruments, including the human voice, stringed instruments such as the piano/keyboard, acoustic guitar and bass guitars, violin and cello, woodwind and wind instruments such as the saxophone, clarinet, cornet, trumpet, and recorder, percussion instruments such as a 5-piece drum set, congo drums, maracas, shakers, tambourines, among others. As of January 1, 2020, we will officially begin the creation of our Music Education Volunteers Bank, where our music educators from our sister institution, Northern Caribbean University, the Jamaica School of Music, and also trained musicians from the East Jamaica Conference territory will be officially registered as tutors for the Instruments for Change initiative. Further details on this part of the process will be sent to your churches in short order. In a nutshell, Instruments for Change will see us as a church community availing ourselves as instruments in partnership with other institutions to teach our community members how to play musical instruments. So,
Looking for his wife.
why the
The
Instruments
cameraman's
for
wife.
Change
You
initiative
don't know?
and why not? Science Daily, according to a research from the University of Groningen, it's a university in the Netherlands, done in April 2011, music is not only able to affect your mood. Listening to and playing particularly happy or sad music can even change the way we perceive the world. So simply put, the Seventh-day Adventist Church community, we want to continue being active participants in nation building. This we hope to do by using music positively to change how youth and other perpetrators of crime perceive the world and our nation. This by no means would solve the issues we face overnight, but it can definitely aid the process of change. Why launch the Instruments for Change initiative now? The question I ask each of you this afternoon is, why not launch it now? According to the stats aforementioned, 90% of our youth are perpetrators of crime, and upwards of that percentage have been killed. We want to use the playing of musical instruments to make change of human instrumentalities, help our young people with critical thinking skills and decision-making capabilities to perceive the world positively. Can you imagine with me at Jamaica if at least 10% of that 90% of youth who died in the last 13 years and upwards, if they had the opportunity to perceive this nation or their immediate community positively and changed their responses or decisions? Now imagine with me at Jamaica if at least 5% of another 90% of unattached young people who are among the highest risk of perpetrators of violent crimes were provided with knowledge on how to play musical instruments for the next 13 years. That, with much prayer, I see a transformed nation and reduced mortality rate among our young people. We are offering this as a part of the solution to